everyone, so yeah, I'm looking really shag at the moment, but I just did my, I guess the 7 skin method using, toners and that kind of thing, so that explains why my skin is looking so dewy. But that's just also attributed to the fact that I'm really tired and my skin was just so sallow looking, so I just wanted to perk it up. Today we are doing this Defense Long Wear Cushion Foundation from Pony Effects. I just recently received it from my supplier, and yeah, so we're just gonna do this as a full day wear test. And many of you guys were asking me since my last Pony Effect cushion review to review this cushion compact, and as you can see, it's looking really beautiful and holographic. It's a super sleek packaging like they always do, and yeah, let's just give it a go. This is how my skin looks. So this might not be an accurate test in terms of my natural oily skin, but I really needed to hydrate it. So if you guys want to know how this cushion lasts on my complexion with absolutely nothing on, I'll leave my prolonged feedback in the description box. But as you can see, I do have a few remnants of scarring, and yeah, it just is what it is. I'm going to show you how the compact looks like. So likewise, this cushion is a little different. It has a bit of a pattern on it. So yeah, but it still is really thin in terms of its density, and it feels like it's super condensed with product. If you guys want to see the claims, they will pop up on the screen as I'm applying, but yeah, this is just a really first impression kind of a review. So yeah, let's just get started. That was just with one press into the cushion, and as you can see, it gives quite a lot of coverage. This is super reminiscent of the Everlasting cushion from Pony Effects. It's not so different from what they originally have. I feel like maybe the properties that they claim to have is more so like, counteracting a lot of pollutants in the air, treating all those kind of harmful chemicals or even like harmful pollutants in the air, especially in Asian countries that is really polluted. But that being said, you can't really tell if that works or if those kind of claims live up to its claims on first application. What you see is basically physical attributes, and yeah, it is really high coverage, but like I mentioned, very reminiscent of the Everlasting cushion, being quite brightening and also being quite dewy looking. And yeah, I just think that the formulation itself is really wet and emollient. It is not claiming to be like matte or anything. I hope it isn't, because it really isn't mattifying by any means. And yeah, with one press into the cushion, it didn't neutralize all my acne, but it did provide sufficient coverage. So I'm just going to build up coverage. Okay, so it is super dewy, and I thought that, because already my skin was quite dewy looking, that this cushion will appear super wet. But actually, to be honest, I did try it on the back of my hand. The formulation itself is really quite wet, and I am so dewy now. I really think I do have to set this with a little bit of powder, but as you can see, I think that this, compared to the other Pony Effects cushion that I've tried, the Cover Stay one was a little underwhelming because I assumed that was supposed to be a lot more mattifying, not super dewy. That was more like a skin-like kind of a finish. It wasn't super dewy, but it wasn't matte by any means, to be honest. Then the Everlasting cushion, that was that one that I really was into because it gave really high coverage and it looked pretty dewy. It wasn't super wet, but it was still significantly dewy, that looked like you had combined some sort of skincare properties with foundation, but it you know, looked on the skin like you had a very nice glossy layer. But I find that this finish is actually super wet. It's amongst all the pony effect cushions, this is really dewy looking. So if you guys like that kind of finish for people who are severely dry skin, yeah, you might actually love this. But for me, this is really too much dew, and I'm just going to use my RCMA translucent powder to set it. Okay, so I just did a really light setting of powder just so that I can retain like a little bit of shine on the face, but just take down the excessive shine. And as you can see, it looks really good. I'll bring you up closer. Okay, and this is how everything looks like. I didn't do much makeup. I just did a bit of eye makeup, you know, brows, lips. I didn't even put blush. So yeah, we're really giving this cushion a really good test today. And yeah, I must say that everything's looking really good. I look really radiant and dewy and just super put together, and my skin feels really good. I feel like it looks really good as well. I don't think it's the most natural in terms of looking like there's no makeup, because number one, the shade is, you know, a very nice yellow undertone, very standard to Korean cushion products, but it is a little bit brightening. It's not my actual skin tone, if that makes sense. So yeah, in that sense, it does make me look like I am wearing makeup, but yeah, it feels really lightweight on the skin, and it feels like it doesn't sink into my pores. It doesn't make any of my textural issues obvious, and it just glides over them, which is something that is very noticeable on the first application. So yeah, I'm just gonna go about my day. When I get back, I'll do an evening check-in. Okay, so it's about 8 p.m. and I must say that the long defense wear cushion is, you know, really good in terms of longevity. It didn't transfer, but like I mentioned, I did set it with powder, so I think that really helped everything not slip and slide too much. Another thing is that I find that with powder, it tends to wear away quite evenly, you know, even if I'm starting to sweat and that kind of thing. I think it looks really beautiful on the skin actually. And as you saw in the close-ups, I find that this sits on oily, dehydrated skin really well. It perks up the complexion quite a bit, and also it just neutralizes a lot of the area that needs to be neutralized, and it gives the skin a very good level of hydration that doesn't look too greasy, if that makes sense. So yeah, but that being said, I did set it with powder. So this really is very aligned with Pony Effects being really full coverage, really, you know, put together, and yeah, it's just something that sits on the skin very flawlessly. And yeah, upon first application, this was a lot more dewy than the rest of them. So those are some of the first impression thoughts I have. So if you guys have any other questions you want to ask about this cushion, do leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to every one of those questions. And yeah, I have not much else to add. And if you guys enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!